The hotel key card trembled in my grip, its cheap plastic edge digging into my palm as the clerk's voice echoed through my head like a gunshot. Room 412, sir. Enjoy your stay. My stomach twisted. Room 412 wasn't ours. Ours was 614, the room where Lena had kissed me goodbye that very morning. Her lips soft, fleeting. Her suitcase already packed for a business trip to Chicago. I'd driven her to the airport myself. She'd smiled, promised to call after a presentation. But now, here I was, standing in the dimly lit lobby of the Grand Meridian, 30 miles from home, clutching a key to a room she'd never mentioned. The clerk, a wiry man with sleepless eyes, slid another key toward a woman beside me, completely unaware that my entire world was fracturing in silence. My pulse thudded in my ears, drowning out the hum of the air conditioner, the clinking of glasses from the bar, the faint piano music playing somewhere in the distance. Lena's voice replayed in my mind. It's just 2 days, Mark. I'll be back before you even miss me. Her laugh had sounded warm then, or maybe I'd only imagined that warmth. The key card burned hotter in my hand. I hadn't come here out of suspicion. I came because of a text, an alert from her calendar app, one that had accidentally synced with mine months ago. It pinged during lunch. Meeting, Grand Meridian, 8 p.m. No other details. At first, I thought it was a glitch, maybe some old event she'd forgotten to delete. After all, she was supposed to be in Chicago. But curiosity turned into unease, and unease into dread, until I found myself driving here, convincing myself I was just being paranoid. Now, standing in the lobby, holding that key I knew better, the elevator ride to the 4th floor was suffocating. The mirrored walls reflected a stranger back at me, a man in his 30s, unshaven, eyes hollowed by doubt. I wanted so badly to believe there was an innocent explanation. Maybe she'd returned early. Maybe her meeting had been moved here. Maybe the clerk was mistaken. My thumb ran over the raised numbers on the key card. Each excuse unraveled like a fraying rope. The hallway reeked faintly of carpet cleaner and stale coffee, the kind of artificial luxury hotels tried to pass off as charm. Room 412 sat at the far end, identical to every other door, yet it loomed like an execution chamber. I froze. The key hovered near the slot. Every instinct screamed at me to leave, to drive home and pretend none of this existed. But my hand moved before my mind could stop it. The lock blinked green. Inside, the room was dim, a single lamp casting amber light over the chaos. The bed was unmade, sheets tangled as if a storm had passed through. Then the scent hit me, citrus and jasmine, Lena's perfume. My knees nearly gave out, but I caught myself against the doorframe. And then I saw it, her navy blazer, the same one she'd worn this morning, draped neatly over a chair. Next to it, a man's tie, deep crimson, unfamiliar, coiled like a serpent. Mark. Her voice cracked through the silence, high and sharp. Lena stood in the bathroom doorway, wrapped in a hotel robe, her dark hair damp and clinging to her shoulders. Her eyes widened, not in guilt, but in something worse. Panic, like a cornered animal. "What are you doing here?" she whispered. My throat felt raw. I looked from her to the tie, then back again. "Business trip," I said flatly. "Chicago, right?" Her lips parted, but no words came out. She gripped the robe tighter, knuckles pale. Then, from behind her, a man appeared. Tall, broad shoulders, his shirt half unbuttoned. "Everything okay, babe?" he asked casually. The word babe landed like a punch. My vision blurred, not from tears, but from fury hot and blinding. "Who the hell are you?" I spat, stepping forward. Lena flinched, hands raised. "Mark, please," she stammered, her voice shaking. "This isn't what it looks like." "Then what is it?" I shouted, louder than I meant to. The man froze, eyes darting between us as realization dawned. "You were in Chicago for work, Lena. That's what you told me," I said through clenched teeth. "So, why are you here half-dressed with him?" She stepped closer, pleading, tears spilling down her face. "I didn't mean for this to happen. It was a mistake. Mark, I swear I was going to tell you. When..." I cut her off, my voice cracking. "After you got back?" After you lied to me again? My chest heaved. Every breath burned. I wanted to scream, to hate her. But all I could see was the woman I'd loved for 6 years. The one who laughed at my bad jokes, who held my hand through grief. How could she be this stranger? The man, still nameless, still irrelevant, muttered something under his breath and grabbed his jacket. Lena didn't stop him. The door clicked shut behind him, leaving a silence so thick it felt suffocating. She collapsed onto the edge of the bed, face buried in her hands. "I'm so sorry," she whispered, her voice breaking. "I never wanted to hurt you." "Then why?" I asked quietly. My voice came out thin, almost unrecognizable. "Why lie? Why him?" She lifted her head. Her eyes were red, tears carving tracks down her cheeks. "It wasn't planned," she said weakly. "It was an escape. Work's been unbearable. And you've been so distant lately. Always working, always tired. I felt invisible." Her words pierced deep, twisting guilt and anger together. "I've been working overtime for us, saving for a house, a future. But now, all that effort felt meaningless." "You chose him." I whispered. "No," she said quickly, shaking her head. "It wasn't about him. It was stupid, reckless. I just wanted to feel something again. I was wrong. I wanted to believe her. God, I did. But the tie on the chair, her perfume in the air, the key card still warm in my hand. They were all proof of what I'd lost. I trusted you," I said, my voice breaking. "I trusted us." She stood and reached for me, but I stepped back. Her hand fell uselessly to her side. "Mark, please," she sobbed. "We can fix this. I love you. Love." The words sounded hollow now, stripped of meaning. I looked at her, really looked, and realized the woman standing before me wasn't mine anymore. My fingers tightened around the key card. Then, without a word, I tossed it onto the bed. It landed beside her, a small, final punctuation mark. "I can't do this," I said, turning toward the door. My heart screamed to stay, to fight, but my feet carried me away. As the door shut behind me, her sobs echoed down the hallway, sharp, piercing, a wound that would never truly heal. But the real cut came later, when I got home and found her wedding ring sitting on the kitchen counter. Beside it, a handwritten note, "I'm sorry. I don't deserve you." Pinned beneath it, a photo of us from our first anniversary.